Hello everyone, and thank you for coming. This is probably going to be our last week playing MonsterCon, for the time being at least. We might come back to it later, but for now, this is going to be the last one in sequence at the very least, because next week the new Sea of Stars DLC releases. So we're going to be playing that then. But for now at least, we are going to get started on a whole new convention run. So let's jump right in. Let's see. Before, I think we did fantasy vibes and we did retro. It's not bad. Nice and chill. Not really sold on it. Also, congrats on getting first, Ray. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's go with the lo-fi beats. I'm feeling that tonight. SpookyCon, for some it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here, we could finally feel like, no matter who we were, we belonged, but we're still weirdos and misfits. Alright, going with our usual. I could probably type this in, I think, but, there we go. But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after-party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? I've never actually been to a con after-party. I've been to a lot of cons, but I've never gone to any of the after-parties. As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. Yeah, Zoe, Liam, Doug, Omen, Nico, and April. Okay. Alright. 3 things we like. I do like magical girls with a dark twist. I am a big Madoka Magica fan. Let's see. Ooh, kawaii plushies of deadly animals. That's pretty great, too. And I do like retro games, as I'm sure some folks have noticed on this channel. Top 3 favorite weird forest creatures. Ooh. Well, I gotta go with the little scrungly mushroom guy. Let's see. We're not going with the fox. Fox is boring. But the question is, which one of these 3 do we exclude? The, shy chestnut guy? Moth head girl? Or spooky sunflower man? You know, let's go with, we'll go with chestnut guy and, spooky sunflower man. We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long. Making our own comic. We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Okay, so we've unlocked a few more categories here. We've done shonen, we've done romance. I guess we've got sci-fi, superhero, magical girl, and noir, maybe? But we're gonna go magical girl. Because I do like magical girls. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long. But then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. Caffeine. That we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Alright, we got low smarts and low creativity. Not a great start. I guess we should work on topping those up. Let's start with our creativity at the hotel. You're chilling at the hotel room with nothing to do. Looking around for cheap entertainment, you notice April's purse hanging from a chair. Will you dare violate the sanctity of an idol's purse? Of course you will! You grab the purse, open it, and... oh no, no way. This is too horrible to describe. Don't count on me to utter these words. Here, have +2 creativity, and go imagine it on your own. I'm out. A bit later, you, Liam, April, and Omen are enjoying some downtime together. April's very focused on whatever she's writing in her notebook. Oh, that's, some new outfits. Especially for Omen, I've definitely never seen that one. And we might have seen that one on April, but I don't think so. April, what is it about that scribble that engrosses you so? Are you penning another diary entry? The last one left off on quite the cliffhanger. Oh, you little sneak. So you liked the bit about my wet dream in the bouncy castle? I'm actually too busy to talk right now, sorry. I've got to push through this writer's block and finish the lyrics for my next single. So far I've got, you fill me up with magic, so sweet it's almost tragic, I'm a sucker for your lollipop love. But now I'm stuck. Maybe because I'm not craving lollipops right now. I'm a sucker for your beefy 5-layer burrito love, isn't as catchy though. I think your writer's block is due to a faulty foundation. The melody and lyrics you have so far are too formulaic. The point of formulas is that they always work. You know, like you probably learned in 6th grade math. The nerve of you! We're talking about art, not math. Art smart. Personally, April, I think you are wasting an opportunity to control your minions with this new musical composition. They're more like stands than minions, silly goose. Mere semantics. These stands follow your every whim, do they not? You could easily mobilize them to do something fun, like ritualistic arson. Omen, don't convince April to manipulate her fan base into committing heinous crimes. Yeah, I would never do that. I've definitely never done it before, either. It seems like April doesn't want your friend's unsolicited advice. But shutting Liam and Omen up is unrealistic, so the next best thing to offer her is your unsolicited advice. Okay, let's see. Fans love to wildly theorize about celebrities' personal lives. Write a song that vaguely implies that you've murdered someone. Off to a good start. Or, all good songs summon the devil when you play them in reverse. Just write down a devil summoning invocation and put it in reverse. I'm not sure what these things are, honestly. They could be like fun, boldness, creativity. I feel like it's probably among those three. However, I like the song that vaguely implies that you've murdered someone. Haha, what? Now why would I want to do that? Well, people do love theorizing about and building weird parasocial relationships with celebrities. Fans like to feel that they know the real you, even if they're really just consuming the cultural content you produce. And murder is always a compelling secret to be included in, even more so if you participated in the act. Well, I wouldn't know, because I've never murdered anyone before, honk honk. And lyrics won't even hold up in a court of law, so as long as the bodies stay buried, nobody's any the wiser. Ooh, we haven't seen Smartass Balloon Animal yet. So what key should I sing in? D minor? Sing however you like. The main problem is that I cannot think of any words that rhyme with murder. There's further, curvier, hurter. What about murders? I mean, I guess? Okay, I think I've got something for the chorus. I may or may not have committed some murders, but why worry about that when we could go get some burgers? I approve of it. It is catchy and appropriate, because the act of murder often takes a toll on your blood sugar levels. Yeah, it's a good start. April, why don't you tell us more details about this hypothetical murder you committed so we can brainstorm the verses? Haha, that is such a good idea, Liam. But hey, instead of worrying about that, why don't we go get some burgers? I like this idea. Let us feast. Damn, now they're making me want burgers. I had some really good chicken ramen for dinner with like mushrooms and veggies and chicken, of course, in it. And it was really good, but now they're really making me want burger and fries. What a fun way to find out that at least 2 of your friends are probably murderers. You gain +2 boldness and lose 2 smarts. Wonderful. We're gonna be a dum-dum. We need to work on our smarts. You decide to watch a panel discussing fighting game archetypes. Burgers with egg, fries with eggs. You know, I've never done fries with eggs. I guess I can see it. But yeah, no, having a fried egg on a burger is definitely peak. Just have like a bacon cheeseburger, a nice fried egg on there, some tomato, lettuce. Damn it, you're making me hungry. I just ate. You decide to watch a panel discussing fighting game archetypes. Your main goal is to determine which archetype you be. Are you a grappler? Are you a zoner? I'm a zoner. Now throw those explosives from a range distance. So there's like this gastropub I went to, had like this bacon chili cheese fries with bacon jam and a sunny side up egg on it. That does sound good. Now I have had like breakfast poutine that's had like scrambled eggs on it with like sausage and gravy and cheese and stuff, and that's been good. So having a sunny side up egg on it would probably be pretty good as well, honestly. I might need to get fries at some point. Got here in time for food talk? Yes, apparently. By the end of the panel, you realize you are the very rare lover, a highly ineffective archetype for fighting games. Makes sense, you're a better fit for a dating sim. You gain +2 smarts for achieving such self-awareness. What did you have for dinner tonight, Adam? Let's see. Later, you, Nico, Liam, and April attend a panel titled, Can the Power of Friendship Beat Everything? Let's find out. This is going to be a short panel. The power of friendship literally never fails. Thank you all for coming. Now I know you're thinking, this will be a short panel. When has the power of friendship ever failed? Dang, he's good. But we must think. How can the power of friendship be scaled? How can we empirically test the power of friendship across media? A roasted chicken thigh with mashed potatoes and roasted broccoli. That sounds really good too. I haven't had roast chicken in a bit. I did have some fried chicken on the weekend. That was nice. Honestly, the poutine talk makes me sad. There was this one place that served it with braised lamb. It was so good. Of course, the owner was cheap and axed it. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is becoming more and more common. There was a local place that did this really good poutine, and you could get it with their house mac and cheese on it, and it was really good, but they stopped offering that, and it made me sad because it was fantastic. It was probably a bazillion calories, but it was very good. Wanted to try out this green salt you made. What makes it green? Let's see, with pixel measurements and algebraic formulas, obviously. Oh god. Let us compare the power of Maka and Soul's friendship in Soul Eater to that of All Might and Deku's in My Hero Academia. I hope you all brought calculators. I don't think that that's really a fair comparison, because All Might and Deku didn't so much have a friendship as they had a mentor-student relationship, whereas Maka and Soul actually had a close bond. Let's see. Honestly, he cut it well over 4 years ago. He had no excuse. He was generally just a cheapo. Yeah, no, I absolutely get that feeling. It really sucks when there's something that you've been ordering for a while, and then it just gradually gets smaller and smaller and then gets taken off the menu. Salt blended with fresh rosemary and sage, garlic and lemon zest, and a little black pepper. That sounds really good, actually. I'm usually too lazy to make spice mixes in advance myself. I usually will just, like, add I generally go with, like, soy sauce, black pepper, and dash. And that usually gives me a pretty good blend. I'll often put in some minced garlic as well, like I did tonight. Yeah, that actually sounds really good. I should really get some lemon juice or something. I don't actually have any. I've got some lime juice right now, but it's not quite the same. Let's see. Wait, I gotta do math if I want to be a powerful friend? I've been doing this all wrong. Ugh, this panel is a load of pretentious drivel. Oh, this one's really easy because you can just put it all in the food processor and it keeps in the fridge for 3 weeks. I don't actually have a food processor. Also, why are we holding it? Imagine trying to explain the power of friendship using only algebra. Someone clearly hasn't heard of differential calculus. I just get lemons in a citrus juicer. That bottled lemon juice is never as good. Yeah, but you see, it's a lot faster. I absolutely get that, like, juicing them fresh is definitely going to always be superior to the pre-done stuff. But it does take a lot more time and, a lot more, not only effort, but also you have to buy a whole bunch of lemons and then juice them. And I imagine you don't get nearly as much juice out of an equivalent value of lemons as you do for, like, a $3 bottle of, lemon juice. You cry out as what feels like eagle talons grip your arm hard. You look to see that April has grabbed you. Save me. She's right. You all need saving. Liam and Nico have fallen under this panelist's Tsukuyomi spell of utter intellectual bullshit. You gotta say something to debunk this whole bullshit panel and show everyone that it's not that deep. It can cost more. It being better doesn't mean it ain't more expensive. It usually is, yeah. To be fair, that bottled juice is concentrate, so it's made to be cut with water, so you're right on that one, yeah. And also, just the amount that I would use is very small, because I'm only cooking for myself when I'm cooking. So when you're only cooking for one person, stuff like that tends to last a lot longer. So if you are doing it fresh, which will not have preservatives in it like the pre-done stuff will, it's just not going to last as long in the fridge as however long you might need in order to use it up. It's the same reason why I don't buy entire bags of potatoes anymore. I just get the canned potatoes, which, while technically, yes, more expensive, I'm never going to actually use a 5-pound bag of potatoes by the time they start turning. Because it's just a lot of potatoes to use for one person. So, at a certain point, you just kind of have to make certain compromises when it comes to food so that you're not wasting a whole bunch. Let's see. Okay, how should we respond here? Aren't all of our attempts to build overly complicated formulas just our way of coping with life's uncertainties? Or, if friendship is such an effective source of power, do you want to be friends with me? That feels like that's probably charm, and this is smarts. So we need more smarts here. Hell, my meal prep is usually just a loaf of bread and or a smoked piece of pork shoulder. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't know if I'd want it every day for a week. No waste in this house, that's for sure. That's good. Yeah, no, I have considered doing the whole meal prep thing, but I like to mix it up over the course of the week, because I generally only eat, I'll usually have like a Jamaican patty for breakfast, and then my dinner will be my main meal. I don't have lunch generally, because I just don't usually feel the need for it. So usually I'll have a larger dinner, and I do like to kind of mix that up a little. I do sometimes make a larger, like, pot of something, like stew or curry or something, and then I'll stick most of it in the freezer. But I just can't do the, like, eat the same thing for 5 days in a row. If you do decide you want to do meal preps, got ideas. Yeah. Yeah, no, I see lots of people do the meal prep thing, and it looks like it's very convenient. It just, is, not quite up my alley. And besides, like, it also kind of comes back to the cooking for one thing, that, like, cooking for one doesn't usually take very long unless you're doing something super fancy. Like, I can just do up some, like, rice and chicken and vegetables, whatever, in, like, 20 minutes. And it's not a big effort to do that for one. If I was to do, like, a big batch, then I would probably be looking at more like an hour, because then I'm needing to do a much larger amount and probably do it in an actual pot instead of my rice cooker or something like that. And it's just more effort than I'm willing to invest for something like that. Let's see, it's not like that. These formulas are necessary. Monster kind can only progress if we come to an agreement on friendship power scaling. Otherwise, how would you even know if Sonic the Hedgehog could beat Jesus and his 12 apostles in a fistfight? Oh, well, that's obvious. Sonic could definitely defeat Jesus and his apostles. Jesus doesn't actually have any additional combat scaling. All he has is his res ability. Wait, did you say Sonic? That's a silly question. Yeah, here we go. April knows. Sonic would obviously kick Jesus' butt. How would you know, you ignorant swine? To illustrate his point, the panelist brings out limited edition action figures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Jesus of Nazareth. Ooh, playtime. Can I be Jesus? No, we aren't going to enact the fight until I write all the formulas on the chalkboard. Also, for the record, I obviously get to be Jesus. The panelist smacks Nico's hand away, which is pretty un-Christ-like of him. Gee, I bet he was popular on the playground. Yeah, this guy's starting to sound like Liam when Liam's being not fun. What? I can be fun. Watch. Liam sneaks over and snatches the Sonic and Jesus action figures while the panelist is busy calculating friendship factorials. See? Fun, Liam. Yay! Dibs on Jesus. The panelist is so engrossed in his work that he doesn't notice you all playing with Sonic and Jesus for 45 minutes. You gain +2 smarts for distracting him with his own boring math, but lose 2 charm. Okay, so I was right about those. Alright, well, there's no way for us to get more creativity or smarts right now. Let's see. I guess we'll go with charm, which was the vending hall, I believe. You check out the stands and buy a few comic books. They give you a free tote bag. After that, you buy a couple prints for an artist. You get another tote bag. Then you buy a cool tote bag, and they give it to you inside a free tote bag. You gain +2 charm from all these fashionable and free tote bags you have now. If only you had something to carry them all. I have so many fucking tote bags. You see, I order my groceries for delivery, because I don't drive, so it's just much more convenient. Now, they don't do plastic bags anymore. It's all reusable bags up here in Canada, because that's the law now, apparently. So, every time I order groceries, I get one or more of these reusable bags, and I have so many of these reusable bags. Fortunately, my parents take them to their local library, who use them for their book sales. So I have a way of getting rid of them, but good lord, I have so many of these bags. You use them up? I do sometimes use them for dry garbage, because, like, what else am I gonna do with them? But I just have so many of these things, it is unreal. You're walking around the merch hall with your friends when you realize Doug's lagging behind the rest of the group. You look back and see him staring fondly at a Dakimakura of Junko Onishima from the Danganronpa franchise. Okay! Danganronpa, we were just playing that. Ooh, are you thinking about buying a waifu pillow? Nice. I'm more of a Chiaki stan myself, but Junko's cool too. Alright. Chiaki, best girl. This is why we like Zoe, because Zoe has the best opinions. I don't know. I really like it, but I guess I'm worried about what people will say. They'll say, wow dude, that's an awesome Dakimakura. I wish I had one just like it, or maybe one with Chiaki on it, because she's best girl. Yeah, see? Maybe. Or maybe they'll say, Doug's so lame, why'd he waste his money on that when he could have bought insurance? Or whatever regular people spend money on. Who cares what regular people think? People who don't have a collection of horny Dakimakuras are the real weirdos. I do actually have a Dakimakura of Casimira myself. It is not a horny Dakimakura, though. I like body pillows because I can put them all the way across my bed. I move around a lot at night, so it helps to have a pillow that is longer than your standard pillow. Zoe's right. Never let the fear of a plebeian's judgment stop you from making a sound investment in a Dakimakura. Anime is a cultural touchstone of modern media. Why shouldn't you honor it in the form of a beautiful drawing of a woman that you can hold at night? What makes a pillow horny? Usually a sexy pose and nudity. Yeah, don't worry, Doug. The coolest thing you can be is yourself. Not that I know anything about what that's like. Pretend you didn't hear that. I really appreciate your support, but I still don't know. Poor Doug. A con is the last place he should feel insecure about making a weeby purchase. He won't get the Dakimakura unless he thinks he can justify it. Maybe if you help him think of an excuse for owning it, he'll be brave enough to buy it. Okay. Tell people the Dakimakura is a cursed object that contains the soul of your loved one, and you're still figuring out how to get them out of their soft, cushy cage. Or, Dakimakuras are the ultimate weapon in a pillow fight. Their length means bigger blows, and the sexy character is just a diversion to make the opponent horny. Well, that second one sounds like boldness. The first one is probably creativity. I think we're gonna go with the first one. The cursed object. That's completely absurd. Not completely. As a beautiful girl who was once trapped inside a cursed totem myself, I say it's legit. And as someone who's trapped plenty of asshole souls in cursed objects, it works for me too. Pretend you didn't hear that either. Okay, I'm in. I'm gonna buy the Dakimakura. Come to me, Junko. Time skip to Thanksgiving Day, which I guess we celebrate here in Monstropolis for some reason. Doug's whole family is sitting at the table enjoying their meal. You okay, Aunt Deb? You've been staring at me for a bit. Oh, sorry, dear. I guess I'm just wondering why there's a pillow with a half-naked woman on it in the chair next to you. Okay, see, now, having a horny Dakamakura is fine. Treating the horny Dakamakura like a person is weird. I'm glad you asked, Deb. That's Junko, Dougie's new girlfriend. Your son is dating a pillow? No, of course not. His girlfriend's soul is trapped inside the pillow, and Dougie's working on getting her out. How's that going anyway, son? Oh, it's going. Haven't found a way to free her yet, but any day now. Okay, and how exactly did Doug meet this pillow? He obviously met the girl before she got trapped in the pillow, Deb. Don't be stupid. You met her at school, right, Dougie? What's she studying again? Fashion design. She's the ultimate fashionista. She's also got loads of combat training. Attaboy. I love a woman who can kick my ass. That's why I married your mother. Sure, Dad. Doug looks at you and gives you a grateful wink. Yeah, you're there too, but don't... Yeah, you're there too, don't question it. You gain +2 charm, but lose 2 boldness. Okay, so I was right about the boldness, I was wrong about the creativity. Okay, all that we've got left is fun and boldness. Our boldness is down a bit, so let's go with that one. You're walking around the lobby when you suddenly hear, look, it's Uranus. When you turn around, nobody's looking at you. They're looking at somebody else. Somebody who's cosplaying you. I would love to see someone cosplay Casimira someday. When did you get famous? Are you part of a beloved video game franchise? And more importantly, did that guy steal your clothes? There are too many questions in your head right now. Here, you'll need +2 boldness to go on with your life without asking them. Later, you and your friends are doing the modern equivalent of socializing, sitting around silently scrolling on your phones, when a new phone gets shoved in your face. Yo, it's your boy Riz, live at SpookyCon, and I'm here with famous idol and my future ex-wife, April 1st. April, babe, want to give a shout out to my 3.6 million fans? Don't be shy. Sorry, but I can't appear on unmoderated streams without my agency's approval. Don't worry, I got my boy Fat Nuts Nation moderating chat right now. He says he wants to see your honkers. Can you give us a honk honk? Come on! Mr. Riz, was it? Sorry, but you're kind of sitting on my chair, and also my body. Dude, what? I thought you were just a really sticky beanbag chair. Anyway, I'm guessing you've got, what, 15 subscribers at best? What? No, I don't stream. I don't have any subscribers. Then make like a chair and shut the fuck up, alright? The hot people are talking. Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say that this man's vibes are atrocious. Can I stab him? You know, I don't usually advocate for random stabbing. Actually, that's not true. I do frequently advocate for random stabbing. But I also advocate for stabbing this guy. No, Omen, you can't solve all of your problems with stabbing. Honestly, I disagree. There's a lot of problems that you can solve with stabbing. I beg to differ. Yeah, come on, let's stab him. Stabbing's fun for all ages. Not true. Stabbing should only be performed with a responsible adult. Look, he's a banshee, which is a type of ghost. Stabbing him wouldn't even harm him. This is a great teachable moment for Omen, everyone. How can we solve this problem without stabbing? Clearly, you need to stab him with the correct material. For a ghost, I would probably recommend maybe iron dipped in salt water. That should be good for ghosts. Possibly holly. Some ghosts are vulnerable to holly, much like vampires. So stabbing him's officially off the table? Damn. Better think of some other way to get the streamer to go away. Let's see. Use the biggest streamer repellent. Liam reading freeform poetry. Okay. Or borrow Omen's knife. Stab it with another knife. Omen's knife will die and become a ghost knife. Proceed to ghost stab the banshee. Okay. I feel like this is probably boldness, but I feel like we need to stab the banshee with a ghost knife just to prove a point. Why do you default to violence? Honestly, because it's usually so much faster. Of course I don't advocate for real-life stabbing, but fictional stabbing is perfectly okay. Great plan. You grab Omen's knife. Hey, that's my knife. I'd kill you if I had another knife. Good point. You need another knife to pull this off. Maybe you'll find one in April's purse. That girl has everything. Uranus, wait. You find 2 wallets, a lipstick palette, a bra, a finger. Is this a gun? And finally a serrated knife. You stab Omen's knife with it. No! You stab the Banshee with the spirit of Omen's knife. It kind of feels like stabbing cold butter with even colder butter. A stab wound? Rip me. But hey, these are the risks you take to live an unlife of hot takes and streaming fame. Smell you later. Good thinking, Uranus. That was so inventive that it almost made up for the fact that you stabbed someone. Yeah, that was really nice of you. Thanks for getting rid of that guy for me. But if you ever meddle in my purse again, you'll find out just how many weapons this thing can hold. Capiche? Are you okay, Omen? My poor knife. I think I understand now why stabbing people is bad. Sorry you had to find out this way. You all go outside to hold an impromptu funeral for Omen's knife. It's very emotional. You gain +2 boldness, but lose 2 creativity. Okay, yeah, so I was right about the boldness. Oh! What route are you doing this time, by the way? We were just about to decide. Because now is the time to do it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do another guest route, but I'm thinking I might go Omen, actually. Since we are going all in on stabbing tonight, apparently. I feel like going Omen might be appropriate. Yeah, we gotta go for the spicy route. We're gonna go out to dinner with Omen. You and Omen go out to a fancy restaurant. Ooh, pizza would be really good too, actually. It takes a while for Omen to understand the difference between a waiter and a minion. Luckily, you're able to talk her out of whipping them when they bring you the wrong drink. At least you know she'll always have your back. What a thoughtful little sociopath. Back now there's a giant spider in your room. I think it's a wolf spider. Don't know where it went, and I may or may not have arachnophobia. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Good luck, I guess. At least I think wolf spiders are not super venomous, so that's a plus. Good luck at dealing with that. Fortunately, spiders generally don't try to attack people. So you're probably okay, and it'll probably eat any other bugs that you have around. See if you can get rent out of it. Alright. Probably would be fine with it if it wasn't for the trauma experienced in 4th grade. Now that is definitely unfortunate. And unfortunately, that's not something that I can personally help with, but I hope that you get over your trauma one day. Love isn't the only thing you're chasing at this con. You've also got a comic to finish. Time to brainstorm. Okay, what would be a weird yet cool explanation for why you made $1 million last year? Let's see, your correct use of grammar. You infuriated a lot of people online and you made money out of it. Well, we know that there are people who do that successfully. Your anus. But trust me, it was cool. People got into buying merch of your face, ironically, but you made money unironically, so fuck them. Let's see, this has got to be smarts. This is probably boldness. This will be charm. This is probably fun or creativity. We do need creativity, so let's see if we can get people to buy merch of our face. Oh no, that was charm. Darn. If you could remove something from your day-to-day life, what would you remove? People who don't realize how beautiful your hair is. Well, my hair is interesting, at least. The color turquoise. Doing your taxes. Everything that's not pizza. Oh, well, clearly doing my taxes. You know how much money I got back on my tax return this year? $12.10. Yeah. So that was fun. That paid for a 4-pack of fancy ramen. Yeah, we did need more smarts, so. Spray your room down with peppermint. A lot of pests hate that. That is true. But it needs to be like the actual peppermint oil, not just peppermint scent. Okay, so we're on to a new round. We definitely need more creativity, so let's hit up the hotel. At the hotel, you carefully put on your cosplay. You're ready to go, except, uh-oh, you feel a rumble in your belly. There's no time to take off the costumes. You'll have to poop in cosplay. It's a strange experience. You rarely see a fictional character pooping. Although, this is maybe a weird conjunction for this statement, because in Cult of the Lamb, they do poop frequently. Your toilet-based cosplaying gives you a better understanding of the character. Here's +2 creativity for broadening your knowledge in such an unexpected way. Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You've progressed past the happy tipsy stage and are deep into sad boy hours. Well, I'm glad you managed to calm yourself down. I hope your sister's alright. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful. My dad loves me, but I've never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies or why I like the things that I... Everybody shut the fuck up right now! I have glorious news! I finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from my villain days. I found time to check my old evil lairs for my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was irate, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets, or however the saying goes. Good for you, Omen. What spell are you going to cast first? Good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die. You're not going to do that one, are you? Well, now I have to. Trust me, Doug, you'll love it. Corpus Inversionem Mysticum. I feel like that won't work on a slime. Why do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something? Oh yeah, using it on a mimic is obviously not going to work because they're a shapeshifter. You tried to cast it on me? I think the problem is, you know, the whole being defeated and imprisoned in a suit that blocks your magical powers thing. Ah, that could do it too. Oh, right. Hey, cheer up. I'm sure you can still cast some of the spells in here without magic. Yeah, it's like when you're making brownies, but forgot to buy sugar, so you use applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish. Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class, stat. But right now, you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic. Let's see. This spell is for shooting metal projectiles at a deadly speed. You're pretty sure that's just a gun. Or, you don't need a possession spell to control someone else's body, just piggyback ride them. I feel like this is a boldness and fun trade-off. This may not mean much considering how much the whole lot of YouTube, but in terms of Twitch, you're #1 person I watch. I really appreciate that, Ray. Thank you. It's always nice to know that there are folks who enjoy what I do. Let's see. So I feel like this is probably boldness and this is probably fun. We could use more fun and less boldness. So let's piggyback someone. Good idea, Uranus. Without warning, they jump onto your back and start piggybacking you. You're reminded that Omen is covered in painful metal spikes. You didn't think this through. Mwahaha! I claim ownership of your mind. Walk to the frozen confectionery store and buy me a milkshake. Yes, Omen, anything for you, Omen, we all say as you walk toward the ice cream parlor. Uranus, I command you to think dirty thoughts. Ha! Joke's on you, I've always got dirty thoughts. Okay. What are you thinking about? Boobs? Heh, very nice. Ooh, new idea. I command you to fly. But I can't fly. That's impossible. Nothing is impossible under my command, and I command you to fly, damn it! You're about to protest again when you realize that Omen's been pulling your hair to guide you Ratatouille style and led you to the edge of a cliff. Go, Uranus! Let's fly! Ah! To no one's surprise but Omen's, you fall off the cliff. It's a very long drop. Holy crap, are you guys okay? Lower drop. Uranus' fur hair clothes are not naturally red, but stained by the blood of enemies after choosing violence so many times. No, they are, Casimira's hair and fur are very much naturally red. However, the coat, may be red to, maybe hide some of the stabbing, among other things. Holy crap, are you guys okay? Yes. Luckily, Uranus broke my fall. Good thing we're a shadow creature that has no bones. Apologies, Uranus. I forgot that the flight spell and the mind control spells are different. Fear not, we shall get it right next time. Besides all your broken bones, this has been great fun. +2 fun, even. But you lost 2 boldness on the way down. Okay, so I was right. Let's see. We've done creativity. I guess let's do smarts. You sit down to watch a post-mortem discussion of the game Domino. You learn that the first iteration had no pieces at all, which made playing quite difficult. The 7th iteration added the crucial rule that forbids eating your own pieces. An hour later, you know more about Domino than anyone in your age group, which actually isn't hard, but still, +2 smarts for you. Afterward, you, Omen, April, and Doug go to see an orchestra perform the score from Skyrim. All you need to do is find a place to sit. Hey, I found some empty seats. Let's sit here. Oh, sorry, but you can't. I'm actually saving that seat for my friend who's in the bathroom. You are saving this seat? Do you mean to imply that sitting in any other chair would be unsafe? No, saving seats is just a thing friends do for each other. It's fine, we can sit further down. Sorry, I'm saving those seats too, for my other friends. They're also in the bathroom. Okay, no problem. What about these seats? Nope, I'm saving those for my friend and his cousin. Or maybe he said she was his fiancée. They're in the bathroom at any rate. Then they can view the concert from the toilets that they are so obsessed with. Give me a safe seat in which to park my ass or prepare to die. No, Omen, you can't kill him. Because I'm gonna murder him first, and then I'm gonna eat his guts. Hum nom nom. Okay. Getting this guy to give up his seats is quickly becoming a life or death situation. Convince him to let you sit. Alright, are you sure you're already at the saving seat stage of friendship? Maybe this is a bit too much and it'll make your friendship awkward. Or, we're better friends than your friends. We have Lambos. Some of us have more than one. Okay, This feels like smarts or creativity. And this one seems like boldness. So let's gaslight him into thinking that his friendship is not at that stage yet. Really? I didn't know there were stages of friendship. Of course there are. Stage 1 is sending each other funny memes. Stage 2 is going out to eat together. Stage 3 is finally sharing the deep stuff, like how your balloon kink might be tied to your mommy issues. Haha! Anyway, seat saving is stage 4. Oh man, I don't think I'm even at stage 1 yet. I haven't sent my friends any funny memes. I can help. I have a funny meme saved just in case I ever make a new friend. What are your friends' phone numbers? I don't know. Come to think of it, I don't even know their numbers. Or their names, for that matter. Oh, well, case solved then. It's still too soon for you to save seats for them. Gotcha. Thank goodness I ran into you all so you could set me straight. I'm gonna go find my friends and start at stage 0, telling them my name. Honestly, probably a good start. He leaves, and you can finally sit and enjoy the concert with your friends. Hey, since it got brought up, are we at the saving seat stage in our friendship? Of course we are, silly goose. We know each other's names and everything. Doug, if someone tried to take your seat, I would rip their heart out and eat it raw. Aw, thanks. How sweet. You gain +2 charm from the magic of seat-saving level friendship, but lose 2 fun. Okay, that works. It really is. Being willing to rip out someone else's heart is a real solid indicator of friendship. Let's see. What do we have access to still? We have access to charm, but we have a lot of charm right now. Let's go for fun. You attend a workshop at the community zone. A renowned hairstylist is teaching the top 5 anime hairstyles to hide your bald spot. You thought the Sailor Moon fringe would look good on you, but the Yu-Gi-Oh! Star shape takes the cake. It needs a metric ton of hair gel, but it really brings out your features. Man, you can't wait to be bald. You gain +2 fun and +1 amazing hairstyle. Afterward, you meet up with Liam and April to go to a Japanese kintsugi workshop. I don't know what kintsugi is. Although from the look of this, I think it might be the thing where you fix stuff with gold? Fucking things up and haphazardly fixing them is your specialty, so this should be easy. Yu-Gi-Oh! Hairstyle is physically impossible? Not with that attitude. Or I guess, sure, I guess it would be impossible with that attitude. I've absolutely seen people with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Hairstyle. Like, not with real hair, but with a wig. All you need is enough glue, and any hair is possible. Heck, my hair just grows upwards naturally. That's actually true. Greetings, my friends. Do you two know what kintsugi is? Yeah, it's when you repair broken pottery by... Fear not, I'll explain it. It's when you repair broken pottery by filling the cracks with lacquered gold. I don't know, I'm not sure if cool is necessarily the word I'd use for it. It makes it very obvious when I'm in need of a haircut. Let's see. It can be seen as a metaphor for making a broken thing more beautiful than ever, much like one's own tarnished soul. I wish it was a metaphor for you shutting the fuck up. So what did you bring to do kintsugi on? I brought this urn. You're going to shatter and then repair an urn? What about the ashes? I'll mix those into the gold lacquer paste. It'll be both morbid and beautiful, just like clowns. Honk honk. Sometimes you alarm me, April. What? It's a cute idea. Besides, I'm sure Uranus brought something way weirder. Actually, you didn't bring anything at all. You weren't aware that you had to bring your own breakables. You gotta improvise something to kintsugi. Okay. No time to think. Smash your arm with your emergency hammer until you finally have something broken with you. Well, we do always have an emergency hammer on hand. It's very important. Or your bank account. You've been broke for too long, and it sounds like it could be beautifully fixed by adding some gold. I feel like this is going to be smarts or creativity, and this is boldness. Yeah, as much as I do appreciate using an emergency hammer, I would like to add some gold to my bank account. You take the gold dust provided to you by the workshop and lovingly coat your bank account in it. It's slow going, since gold dust isn't particularly valuable in small quantities, but soon the gold starts to heal your finances, making them whole again. I see now. When treated with kintsugi, something broken can not only be fixed, but transformed into something better than it began. Are we seriously acting like Uranus stealing from the workshop is somehow art? You better fucking believe it. Then again, my own bank account could use some kintsugi as well. Teach me your ways, Uranus. I want to be a master kintsugi artist too. Never has a bank account ever looked so busted yet so beautiful. You actually managed to move Liam to tears. You also managed to move about 200 bucks worth of gold dust in before you get kicked from the workshop. Dinner's on you tonight. You gain +2 smarts for gaming the system in this profoundly beautiful way, but it comes at the price of -2 boldness. Alright. We really need more creativity. Let's see, we've got boldness and charm. So let's do boldness. You're roaming around the lobby when a tiny little dude pulls your shirt and whispers, Hey, you need water. It's important to stay hydrated. He offers you a bottle. You get so nervous about this social interaction that you temporarily forget how to properly use a bottle. You water yourself like the awkward little flower you are. You thank the stranger, who's left confused. Well, maybe it's not so bad. What if the water was laced? Good thing you didn't manage to drink it like a normal person. You gain +2 boldness for navigating a potentially dangerous situation. You're with April while she does a meet and greet in the lobby. Excuse me. When Nico and Omen suddenly come running over. Oh, but we're in an ad break, so we will see what they want after the break. Okay, and we are back. Okay, so you're with April while she does a meet and greet in the lobby when Nico and Omen suddenly come running over. April, what are you doing? Spending time with my most favoritist fans, who paid $99.95 for the VIP April's Biggest Fools experience. Yeah, sounds about right. Why do you ask? Because from a distance, we thought this was an angry mob. We rushed over here to kill everyone. Well, it's not an angry mob. Thanks for checking, though. Bye now. 11 ads, yikes. Well, at least it's not any longer than 3 minutes. And I do pause the stream during the ad breaks, so you're not going to miss anything. It's a good opportunity to, like, stretch and grab some water and do whatever. But what if it was? You should have bodyguards to keep you safe. And with my axe and Omen's homicidal tendencies, we'd be perfect for the job. No thanks. I think I can take care of myself. April, you've had dinner with the president. Someone as famous as you needs to be kept safe. I've told you already, Nico, I've never had dinner with the president. Now please, let me interact with my fans. Okay, who's next in line for a photo? Nice to meet you, sweetie. Say cheese. Cheese. Wait, April, what if this fan came here to murder you? I think there's a 20 to 60% chance of that. You're making those numbers up. Oh, sweet April, all numbers are made up. You know what's very real? People who want to murder people who have dinner with the president. Omen, grab your weapon. Nico and Omen won't be easily dissuaded. Show them this fan is harmless before they shatter April's reputation, or someone's skull. Okay, do your best fly impersonation and buzz in the fan's ear all day. She'll either punch you eventually, or otherwise prove that she wouldn't hurt a fly. Or, suggest that April fight the fan in one-on-one combat. If April wins, the fan clearly poses no threat to her. I feel like this one is probably boldness. This one... maybe creativity? Well, we don't need more boldness. Let's do the fly impersonation, see what happens. You knew you bought a fly fursuit for a reason. You put it on and start buzzing directly into a fan's ear. Bzzz. Nice fly impression, Uranus. It's super annoying. Yeah, but I don't think annoying my fans on purpose is good for my brand. April, you gotta prioritize. Safety first, brand second. No, as everyone knows, it's safety third. Bzzz. Ugh, can you please stop? Bzzz. Gah, fuck! I can't take it anymore. Bzzoof! Cough, cough. Help! Look, she's choking Uranus out. That proves she would hurt a fly. What's second, then? We're not sure. We know first is profits, obviously. Second is a mystery. Let's see. Omen, time to bodyguard. Why should we intervene? We are April's bodyguards, not Uranus's. Oh, good point. Omen and Nico stare blankly at you as you start to pass out. A live taser coincidentally falls out of April's purse and zaps the fly-hurting fan into unconsciousness. Hey, April's Fools! I'll sing a song for you if you promise not to talk about anything that just happened ever again. Let's go! Hooray! Hey, we get +2 creativity for our perfect fly impression, but we lose 2 boldness. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Let's see. Okay, we got a new day. That means we can grab some more creativity. Never thought I would have to use this. Well, there's a first time for everything. You're in front of the hotel wasting time. A taxi stops right in front of you because why else would you be standing there doing nothing? You're too embarrassed to tell the driver, so you get in and he takes you for a ride. Wow, this city is great. Skyscrapers, several neoplasticism museums, suspicious holes in the ground. No wonder they set up the con here. This truly is one of the top cities worldwide. Too bad these aren't locations in the game, so there's no art of them. You can imagine them in your head and gain +2 creativity in the process. You're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing. A spooky con staple is familiar to you as a merch table. One day, Delion Court. One day without this armor. That is all I ask. Then you're asking for too much. The Coven put you in that magic suppression armor for a reason. Yeah, stupid reason. You try to take over the world one time. I'm sorry, Omen. You know I've always championed your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality. If you need any help with that, let me know. Grumble, grumble. As if I'd even ask you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable, underfed eggplant. Bad day, Omen? Bad century, more like. Liam refuses to authorize me to remove my accursed armor. It is unfortunate, because there are many activities I would like to perform without it. Fingers crossed she's talking about sex. Okay, dude, keep it in your pants. Alas, we must persevere. There are some other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, magic or not. I used to have the grandest of times summoning otherworldly creatures. Sometimes to broker deals, sometimes just to have a chat. Ah, the halcyon days of youth. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes this impossible. But perhaps with your innovative ideas, we could change that. Just get a cell phone, man. Omen's ego is clearly riding on this. And hey, with any luck, this might result in her riding on you someday. How can you summon an entity with no magic required? Let's see. Summoning powerful entities is an exercise in selfishness. You're always calling them to come to you. Have you ever considered visiting them? Okay, that feels like smarts, probably. Or order a pizza. It's like summoning the delivery person. And it includes pizza, which most traditional summon spells lack. I do appreciate going to visit the powerful entities, but I also like pizza. Let's get some pizza. I feel like this is fun and possibly charm. And we have plenty of charm, so let's go with the pizza summoning. What a perfect plan. You place a pizza order while Omen dials up her resident shenanigan assistants. Pizza summoning is a powerful spell, yeah. We heard there'd be pizza and came immediately. Good, but while we wait for the pizza, we are going to pick a fight. Let us check out that biker bar. What? Why? Doug, my sweet summer child. A summon's main use is to provide aid in battle. This is the only way to test Uranus' suggestion. Fuck yeah, let's fight and die for this pizza, Omen. Never have I ever had better minions or friends. You soon enter the biker bar. Omen buys a beer exclusively for the purpose of throwing it at a stranger. That was my drink, you unwashed frog fucker. You wanna fight? Ah, what a sweet coincidence. That's exactly what I want. Eat axe, you foul beast. Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you too, as soon as I get back from hiding in the bathroom. Pizza for Omen? Yes, I command you to throw pepperonis at my enemies, lowly hireling. Ugh, the things I do to get a tip. Your opponents are forced to deal with pepperoni face. Omen follows up by punching them, because it's hard to dodge a punch with scalding pepperonis in your eyes. Lately, after the fight, you all enjoy your victory pizza. Best spell side effect ever. You gain +2 fun and -2 charm. Yay, I was right. Also, why would you give up your pepperonis like that? That seems like a waste of good pepperoni. Okay, so we can't get more creativity, so our next lowest stat would be boldness. So let's head to the lobby. You decide to walk around the lobby, which is the most intimidating activity at the con for anyone who's not a social butterfly. Some random people ask you to take a pic of them. You're forced to push people around to actually move. You even say bless you to someone who sneezed. Look at you socializing. Here, have +2 boldness. You, Omen, Doug, and April are roaming the con, unaware that you're about to be approached by a fearsome creature. A kid. Hey, have any of you seen my mom? She said she'd be right back, but I haven't seen her in a while. Oh no, don't worry, buddy. You can hang out with us until she comes back, okay? No, not okay. Fine. Hey, you, tall lady. Do you mean me? What? Lady, hey, lady, lady. What? What the fuck do you want? Made you look. Ha 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 ha. Wow. I don't think it's far-fetched to assume that this kid's mother left him behind on purpose. Are we not questioning how the delivery guy used pepperonis like shurikens and managed to hit people in the eye? Look, man, when you're a delivery driver, you gotta have a very extensive array of specialized skills. Well, if this is a case of child abandonment, the con rulebook is clear. We have to find a place for him within 30 minutes or raise him until he's 18. Ugh. How awful. Stick him in the trash bin. Or until he dies, whichever comes first. Ooh, I like that option. Darn, I don't have room to bury any more corpses in my backyard, so we better go with the getting rid of him plan. Well, come on, Uranus, take the attention off me and think of a way to ditch this kid. Okay, use the kid to back a bet in an illegal high-stakes poker game, then just lose. Tempting, tempting. Lobby the government to lower the age of labor. If this kid can be sent off to the mines, he'll become a way more valuable asset. Like, while I'm not against sending the child to the mines, I have certain opinions about labor laws. So we're gonna, use the kid in an illegal high-stakes poker game. Okay, but where are we even gonna find an illegal high-stakes poker game? There's always an illegal poker game going on any place you go. You just have to open a door that looks like it shouldn't be open. After opening several doors that just led to janitor's closets and occupied restrooms, you finally stumble upon an illegal high-stakes poker game. Hey, April, long time no see. Want us to deal you in? Haha, you must have me mistaken for some other girl who would probably slit your throats if you snitched on her. Not me. Omen sits at the table. The dealer says bets start at $100. Ah, how inconvenient. I don't have that specific amount. Can I back my bet with this child? It surely makes up the difference, right? Yeah, child organs sell for a lot on the black market. That depends on how we measure the kid. Going by the joys of parenthood, it's priceless. Going by the current black market rate for organs, it's thousands of dollars at least. Yeah, see? April knows what's up. I mean, I don't know, honk honk. Works for me. I go all in. Omen rolls a pair of dice. Omen, I don't think poker uses dice. It's a card game. Yeah, I was just about to say. Oh darn, I made a mistake, and therefore I've lost. Well, goodbye. You all leave to get some sodas. The tough guys sit silently around the table, staring at the kid. Are you guys my new dads now? You lose 2 smarts, but gain 2 fun for gambling. How long have I been zoned out for? I don't know. Like, maybe 40 minutes? If going by the last time you commented? Maybe you should get some sleep if you're phasing out of existence. As much as I appreciate everyone being here, taking care of yourselves is important too. Not tired at all, actually more so bored. Oh, okay, well, if you're bored, then I guess do something else. You're not obligated to stay here. Let's see. We can't do any more creativity. Let's do smarts. You go to the main stage to watch a panel on how to make a successful comic. Step 1. Good artist copy, great artist steal. Seems easy enough. There are lots of great comics out there to steal from, like Spider-Man. Step 2. Write what you know. You know plenty about Spider-Man. The future of your comic looks bright. Step 3. Add a shark. Sharks are cool. Well, shit. You don't know all that much about sharks. More research will be needed. Still, maybe there's a spider shark comic by Uranus in the future. You gain +2 smarts from all you learned. You, Nico, April, and Omen decide to attend Werewolves Live, an event where everyone in the audience plays the social deduction game Werewolf. Fair was also doing something in the right pen. Yeah. Under your chair is a card with your secret role. You're a werewolf. Hopefully you're better at getting away with murder in a game than you are in real life. The game host instructs everyone to close their eyes, then tells the werewolves to open their eyes and identify each other. You lock eyes with April and Nico. You each choose a person to kill, and when it's time for everyone to open their eyes, 3 villagers are out, and everyone gets a chance to deduce who the werewolves might be. Fear not, pathetic mortals. I, the undefeatable Omen, will solve the conundrum of who is the wolf that is where, and why. Let us begin with intense interrogation techniques. Werewolves are averse to silver bullets, correct? I may have a few in my pockets. Is that really necessary? I think a silver bullet would hurt anybody, to be honest. If you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to fear. Are you a werewolf, April? Of course not, silly goose. Would a werewolf have this sweet, innocent face? How dare you accuse me? I'll kill you next, in the game and in real life. Interesting choice of words. Who agrees that we should execute April? It's not me, I swear. Fuck you all, I'm not going down alone. Nico's a werewolf too. Hey! 2 werewolves found in 1 round. I'm surely the greatest detective who has ever lived. Sorry, Nico. The repressed thoughts won today. I forgive you. I'm sure our other werewolf friend can still win this for us. You have no choice but to try, because you're alone in this now. Next round, how will you convince everyone that you're not a werewolf? Okay. Handcuff yourself to Omen. People who get handcuffed together always learn to overcome their differences and truly trust each other. Or, do something a wolf would never do, a sick skateboard trick. Well, that's just false, because clearly someone hasn't seen Werewolf in London. Or was it, High School Werewolf? I don't remember the name of it. The one where the teen turns into a werewolf. I'm sure there were a few of them. Okay, you know what? I feel like this is boldness, which we don't need more of. Let's just handcuff ourselves to Omen. We are going for the Omen route, after all. You sneak over to Omen with a pair of handcuffs. Should you handcuff their right arm, or their... Oh wait, yeah, right arm it is. Uranus, what fresh hell is this? Ooh, smart. Omen will never guess that Uranus got so close to them, because they're the... Do re mi fa sol la ti do, sorry, gotta do my vocal warm-ups. Oh, I see. You wish to help me find the wolf by invoking the buddy cop handcuffed to the former criminal turned anti-hero trope. Excellent. I am perfect for this role. But does that not make you a cop? How can I trust you? All cops are bastards. Preach it, Omen. I may be a bastard, but I know my detective work. For example, I think we should take out the fairy over there. She's got that shifty gaze that... Say less. Omen pulls out a knife and stabs the fairy in the eye. Effective. Omen, you're not supposed to actually kill people, it's just a game. Which is one of the things I must learn through this character developing experience. You'll learn to loosen up a bit. I'll learn not to shoot people just because. You spend the game working together with Omen and kill everyone else. And only kill a few IRL. Character growth. Only you and I remain, Officer Uranus. Does that mean we reign victorious? No, Omen. Now I have to kill you, for I was the werewolf all along. What? You bastard! Haha! You truly had me. It seems you were the real charismatic villain all along. You gain +2 boldness for your bold handcuffing plan, but you lose 2 fun. Perfect, that evens me out. And I know that Omen does appreciate some good boldness. Although I actually did think that the werewolf one with the skateboard trick was going to be the boldness, but it all worked out. Let's see. Our only options are fun and charm, both of which are 16s. I feel like Omen appreciates fun more than charm. You see an empty spot at a tabletop RPG game session, so you sit down without thinking twice. This game is really weird. The board is just a bunch of letters, and you all play at the same time by moving a planchette around. Ah! Ouija board. When it's done, you're not sure who won, but you got to talk to your late great-great-grandfather. I guess that's +2 fun, right? You, Liam, Omen, and April are playing a game together when you're surrounded by monsters in suits with legal pads at the ready. Ugh, the bloodsuckers. Hello! Are you four interested in participating in a focus group? Just sign these NDAs and we'll give you free candy. No thanks, we're busy right now. He does not speak for me. I love candy and things which are free. Give it to me. Nobody can say no to free candy. You all sign the NDAs, except Liam, but you just forge his signature and pocket his share of candy. So we're here on behalf of the Wonder Cinematic Universe, the series of superhero movies you all know and maybe love. What are your opinions on the WCU? At what point did you start to lose interest in it? Dang, they are really playing to the mood. Asking when I lost interest implies that I ever had an interest in it at all. WCU movies are all cookie-cutter, common denominator drivel. I liked them for a while, but sometimes a good thing has to die in order to stay good, you know? I have no idea what a WCU is, but I already hate it. Fine, the WCU's dead, but that means we need another subject to make a cinematic universe about. What do you suggest? Excuse me? We're not going to do your job for you. Actually, you are. Those NDAs you signed stipulate that you cannot leave until you've given us new material to make movies about. Oh, yay. I love it when random things suddenly become my problem. Well, all they said is that they needed new material, not that it had to be good. Pitch a new cinematic universe to invest in. Okay. We're in the era of sequels and remakes, and do you know which iconic movie has none? The 1896 hit Train Pulling Into a Station. Solid option. We're due... favorite movie? It's difficult to say my number one favorite movie, but I would generally say that Labyrinth is up at the top. I just really like it. Labyrinth is usually in my number one slot. I'm also a big fan of Repo the Genetic Opera and Lilo and Stitch, and also Shrek the Musical, which I'll be totally honest, I like Shrek the Musical better than the original. It was fantastic, and I will die on this hill. Okay, what's the other option here? We're due for a revival of Sophocles' bleak tragedies, reimagined as a series of zany comedies of error. Get to fuck with the bloodsuckers, and we get to fuck with the ancient Greeks. Let's see. I feel like this is probably smarts. This is probably fun or creativity. Yeah, it was really good. It was like an actual stage play musical of the original Shrek, and it was very good. I know it's on Netflix. I'm not sure where else you can find it. You can probably find it on the 7 Seas easily enough. But it was very good, and I highly recommend watching it. Yeah, let's go for the Sophocles tragedies. I don't know this Sophocles. How famous are his books or comics or whatever useless print media we're adapting here? Are you serious? Sophocles is one of the greatest playwrights in ancient Greece. That's not promising. Our demographic tends to lose interest in media that's older than 6 months. Really? What a shame. I find Sophocles' work to be hilarious. When I first watched Oedipus Rex gouge out his own eyes, me and everyone else in the crowd laughed so hard we threw up. Oedipus Rex isn't funny at all. It's a tragedy about a man cursing his entire bloodline. Or is it a silly miscommunication story about a man pratfalling into his mom? I like that tagline. Does this Oedipus Rex have any crossover characters? Excessive cameos are the backbone of a cinematic universe. Yeah, I think this movie has Sonic the Hedgehog in it, right? What? No, what the fuck? I don't know, I guess I was thinking of something else. Honestly, once you all started talking about ancient history, I kinda zoned out. Yet you make a good point, April. This Oedipus Rex IP looks awfully boring, but a Sonic the Hedgehog cameo would make it palatable. I like what I'm hearing. It's rough, it's edgy, it's got Sonic. Let's license this. Congratulations, Uranus. You killed art. You killed it dead. Hey, Sonic the Hedgehog is art. You gain +2 fun discussing the epic Sonic Oedipus crossover, but you lose 2 creativity. Oh, that's a bummer. I wanted the creativity. But we are incredibly fun. Oh yeah, shopping time. This guy fucked us over last time. Hit all of our stats. Welcome back, Dollface. You know the drill. Choose blindly and choose wisely. Alright. What do we want to go with? I don't know, might watch Sonic cross Oedipus? Yeah, no, honestly, I just might. I don't really want to do my weird little village, because I feel like that might fuck up the run. You know what? Affecting locations seems interesting. Let's do landmarks and love. Let's see what we get. El Castillo Carinoso. The merch hall will now provide triple the stats for any player, but the specific stat will be random each time. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. Excellent purchase, if I may say so. Now be a doll and keep the line moving. I haven't bought any blind boxes in a long time. Can you guess what time it is? Yep, it's comic time. Time to brainstorm. You know you shouldn't, but you are totally getting this gift for your nephew's 5th birthday. A team of lawyers, one day he might need it, that's gotta be smarts. A collection of your strong opinions on the meat industry. If the internet won't listen to you, maybe a 5-year-old will. That might be creativity. Then a gun is probably just boldness. A gun, but one with some cute pattern print. It's for a child after all. That one I think is probably fun. Let's go with our strong opinions on the meat industry. Nope, that was charm. Fuck. What terrible... Okay, why was that charm? Why was our opinions on the meat industry charm? Okay, what terrible thought keeps you up at night? The real you died years ago and you're just an AI replica replacing it. France doesn't exist, it's just the product of our collective imagination. Your pet probably wants you dead. Or, at some point of your life, you'll be forced to eat a loved one. It's not a matter of if, but when. You know, I do sometimes wonder if France doesn't exist. Alright, the creativity, that's what I wanted. Back to the con. Alright, well we do need to buff our creativity, so back to the hotel. You're chilling in your hotel room when suddenly a man dressed as a rat breaks in. He runs around while yelling, "I am the rat, I am the rat, look at me, I am the rat." And then he leaves, as confusingly as he came. You call reception to complain. Ah, yes, that. It happens sometimes. Apologies, we can compensate you with +2 creativity. Fuck it, you'll take that. Later, you and Omen return to the hotel room so Omen can swap their day knife with their nightlife knife. Let's try saying that 3 times fast. Let's see. Nightlife knife, nightlife knife, nightlife knife. There you go. But I better wrap this stream up. It's almost time to get back to the con. I love you, my darling fools. Till next time. April, are you talking to that metal box again? You know it is inanimate, right? Should I call a physician? No, silly. This box is my laptop, and I'm talking to the viewers who tuned into my stream. Ah yes, I recall you discussing this stream thing. I admire your ability to hypnotize and control the masses from the comfort of your own room. If I had had such technology during my villain days, I could have subjugated the entire world, or at least part of Canada. To be fair, I imagine it's pretty easy to subjugate Alberta. Well, do you want to give streaming a try? I could set up an account for you and you might gain some followers. Oh no! Aware NPC is the rat now! Yes, I would love to have followers do my bidding. April sets up a Twitch account for Omen and helps them start their first stream. You two step back to let them take the spotlight. Greetings, you pathetic worms! Bow down to the undefeatable Omen. Today we will be doing something called reaction videos, which my friend April says are good for engagement. I was not even aware we were dating, but hey, congratulations to me on my new fiancé. Oh, I meant engagement as in getting more views. Ah, I apologize for misunderstanding. Good news, viewers, Omen is back on the menu. Oh, someone just joined. Pledge your life to me, worthless swine. April, what does reported for cyberbullying mean? Well, clearly you can't rely on Omen to make this stream work, so what can you do to make them more popular? Omen, be your true self. Be bossy and verbally hurtful to the viewers is what makes you lovably mischievous, and you'll probably find an audience that's into that. Or, two things that always work, tier lists and tying your content to a bigger influencer. Make a tier list of April's crimes. The second one feels like smarts or fun. The first one feels like charm. But really, if Omen's not going to be their true self, then why even bother? So yeah, let's have Omen find some subs. In more ways than one. I don't think being nasty to your viewers is a good idea. Perhaps not for your saccharine sweet brand, but I have no qualms letting the world know that I am a bad bitch. Aha, more viewers! Welcome to my stream. Eat shit and die. Subby Bunny 666. Hey, there we go. Love the chains. Less than 3. They are emblematic of my eternal torment, you thick-skulled louse. Learn some fucking tact. Rex Ruthless, give me a birthday shout-out. No, do not make demands of me. Rex Ruthless, come on, I'm just a little guy and it's my birthday. You're not gonna hurt a little birthday boy. There are some viewers that would really like that, actually. Yes, I am absolutely positive that there would be. You do not get to tell me who I shall and shan't hurt. Nobody move. I will be right back. Rex Ruthless. Ah, they're in my house. They're stabbing me. Ouch. Please stop. It's hard to type while being stabbed. Hot. I returned, my pathetic worms. Apologies. I did not have time to wash the blood off. Subby Bunny. How much do I need to pledge to get the streamer comes to my house and stabs me experience? Damn, why have I never thought to offer that? Omen's channel gets swiftly banned for cursing and murder, but they're still happy they got to kill someone, and now April has a new sub-tier. And you, my good person, are now in possession of +2 charm and -2 boldness. That's the perk of being friends with streamers. Yeah, I had a feeling that was charm. Okay. Now, we do need more smarts and boldness. But we do also have the triple bonus of whatever this is going to be. So, you know what? Let's roll the fucking dice. You buy a cool t-shirt which features the entire JoJo family tree. Needless to say, it's several sizes too big for you. You get back to the stand to return it, but the vendor doesn't take refunds. Unacceptable! What he can give you is a free JoJo pose. You take it. It forces the limits of your flexibility, but you get +6 creativity for striking such a pose. Let's fucking go. Afterward, you're checking out the video game showcase with Liam, Omen, and April. You pass a jolly indie dev who waves you down. Hello! Do you all have 20 minutes to try out my game? I'd appreciate your feedback. Of course! Finally someone who appreciates the quality of Liam DeLioncourt's feedback. Uh-oh. These words have never led to good feedback. But it's too late. You all play the demo. It is absolutely a JoJo reference, as every game needs. Liam, when you explained video games to me the other day, didn't you say they are supposed to be fun? Well, Omen, to be exact, video games can also be art. But this one is neither fun nor art. Guys, chill. We're probably just not the target audience. Clearly, this game was made to appeal to people with no taste. Is there anything specific that you think could be improved? Yes, the game. Damn. I mean, it's not your fault. There are some aspects of the game that need polishing. You should hire new people in some departments. But I did everything. I'm a solo dev. Huh. What if you hired an actual team while you tried a new position? You could be the studio's janitor. April, are you sure? Janitors are supposed to be good at identifying garbage when it's in front of them. The poor dev is not having the best time. It's times like these when you remember that your friends are... how to put it? The fucking worst. You should step in and say something that's actually constructive before the dev's self-confidence is completely shattered. Compliment the dev on his shoes so intensely and for so long that he forgets you were talking about his video game to begin with. Bro thinks he's Toby Fox? Well, hopefully not. Toby Fox is a bit of a flash in the pan, so to speak. You don't get too many sudden successes like Undertale or Balatro. If backhanded compliments feel bad, maybe you could twist your friend's words to sound like some sort of backhanded trashing that actually feels okay. I don't like either of these options. Alright, I guess we're gonna go with the second one then. It seems more likely to be smarts related. Seize your sniveling worm. All I said is that your game is bad and you should feel bad. Yeah, it's so bad it's good, am I right? You're wrong. This is the worst game I've ever played. But being the worst game you've played in 400 years is probably a feat in and of itself. Sure, I guess. Your game is certainly a memorable experience. A memorable experience, as in playing this made me want to stab myself in the hand. Hey, art is supposed to make you feel strong emotions. Self-stabbing is sort of an emotion. Okay, I can work with this. Maybe I could rebrand it as a rage game. That makes sense by definition. Your game fills me with indescribable rage. Shouldn't we be encouraging this developer to improve his craft rather than settle for gruesome mediocrity? Nope, and you're dragging your friends away before they can do any more psychological damage to this guy. Bye! So what's next? Personally, I'm getting hungry. Same. Let's try the Euro Truck. I've heard it's awful, and my food blog yearns for a negative review. Yes! I would love to puke everywhere and demoralize a chef. Good grief. These three sure are hot and fun to be around. At least you gain +2 creativity for your backhanded insults, but they also cost you 2 charm. Okay, that works for me. Alright, we need smarts and boldness, so let's go for the lobby. You're roaming the con lobby when you notice a streamer right in front of you. You turn around to avoid the camera, but there's another streamer right behind you too. You're caught in streamer crossfire. You're technically in 2 places at once. You feel imbued by the power of omnipresence. Or at least, you know, my presence. Then one of the streamers leaves, so you're just a rando in the background. Still, you've experienced twice the power of any mortal, which gives you +2 boldness. You're roaming around the lobby with Nico, April, and Omen. You bump into a lot of cosplayers, and one unlucky cosplayer bumps Omen's head. Ow! Who is responsible for making me say ow like an idiot? I demand satisfaction. Sorry, didn't see you there. It's these angel wings, you know? They kinda obstruct my view. As the cosplayer turns around, he hits April with his wings and, ironically, sends her flying. Ah! I'm sorry. I got these wings very recently and I'm still learning the ropes. Ah, classic cosplay rookie mistake, wearing accessories way above your skill level. It took me years to learn how to handle this Kubakiribocho and how to pronounce it. You heard the mimic. Now remove those useless limbs unless you want me to remove all your other limbs as well. I can't do that, for I am Metatron, God's most loyal angel and messenger. Thou shalt not take my wings. Bask in their glory, for they are canon. Metatron flaps his wings and hits Omen in the head. Fine, you've made your choice. Where has April gone? I need her purse gun. Omen, that's no way to encourage a budding cosplayer. If you want him to quit flapping, you have to make up an even better headcanon where Metatron has no wings. I shall not. I have enough work resisting the urge to murder this idiot. Pro's not even biblically accurate, yeah. Not if I do it first. Well, we are about to murder him, which may or may not send him to heaven, so, that's more biblically accurate. Quick, make up a cool wingless headcanon, or Omen and April will fast-track him back to heaven. Let's see. Speedwrite a fanfic in which the character becomes a commercial flight pilot, so they tear their wings apart because they become sort of redundant. Or convince the cosplayer the lack of wings isn't lame, it means the character lost them by committing a cool cardinal sin, like touching a boob. This feels like fun. This feels like smarts, which we need. So yeah, let's make them a commercial flight pilot. Not only will it get us some smarts, hopefully, but it'll also make them lamer, which they deserve. Inspiration strikes you, and you write the fanfic in a rush. Amazing how quickly you work when a fellow nerd's life is at stake. Oh, it could be creativity as well, I suppose. Captain Metatron grabbed the stick shift and adjusted his sunglasses in the plane's rearview mirror. As he looked at the flight attendant and the co-pilot before him, he was sure of two things. He was born to fly planes, and he was about to have a threesome. Touching a boob with consent is not a sin. Well, who knows? Maybe it's different for angels. A threesome? Angels don't get to do that. Happy to have made a choice, Captain Metatron finally removed his wings, and his regulation pilot pants. The cosplayer is so giddy he keeps hitting April and Omen with his wings. Stop it! And there's your fanfic. Will you drop your wings now? Nah, I'm not dropping my wings. I'm not going to cosplay anymore. No! But my CV is, I'm gonna lie on my resume to become a pilot. Well, that's certainly a choice. Oh good, that's still cosplay in my book. He leaves, making sure to hit Omen with the wings when he takes them off. Ugh, I shall never use your airline. Weeks later, the newspaper reads, plane crash leaves 19 dead. Black box transcripts reveal pilot engaging in sexy threesome with flight attendant and co-pilot. Oopsies, you gain +2 creativity for speed writing the fanfiction, but lose 2 charm. Okay, we definitely need more boldness, but we're kind of unable to do so. Let's hit Smarts Zone. You attend a panel on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is that you shouldn't. This turns out to be invaluable knowledge that makes you gain +2 smarts. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. JK. You go to watch a taping of a new viral game show. A few lucky audience members will even get chosen to play. Welcome to Suddenly Game Show Trolley Trials. I'm your handsome host, the Interdimensional Prince. Our first contestant is the Slimy Sweetie in seat 38C. Wow, I can't believe this is happening. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Your Highness. It must be. Now, on the screen, you'll see a trolley speeding toward 5 tied-up captives. This lever can redirect the trolley to a track with only 1 person tied up on it. Will you pull the lever, contestant number 1? What? Is this live? Are those real people? Are they gonna die? Why do I have to choose who dies? Oopsie, you ran out of time. Your interaction kept you from having to choose, but resulted in the deaths of 5 people. No points for you. Oh god, what have I done? Next contestant! Yes, 'tis I! So tell me, who are the people tied to these tracks? Have they wronged me somehow? Are any of them doctors? I'm not sure. I suppose the man at the end is wearing what could be a lab coat. Then I shall subject his group to trolley side. I do not care for doctors. Wrong answer. Stupid justification. 0 points. Next contestant. According to classical utilitarianism, you must prioritize the good of the many and redirect the trolley to the track with only one person on it. Pull the lever, Prince. Correct, and so fast too. Congratulate. Then I turn the trolley around and kill the other 5 people too. Nice work, April. What? Why? Isn't the point of this game to kill the most people? Silly goose. No, that's not the objective. It seems there's been a misunderstanding, so I'll let you change your answer if you want. Nah, I'm good. That just leaves one more contestant, Uranus in seat 39C. Will you pull the hypothetical lever? Okay, I need a drink, actually. Alright. So option 1. Use your phone-a-friend lifeline so you can defer the responsibility to someone else. Defund the trolley infrastructure of this hypothetical city. It has only brought terrible transportation, several dead people, and no ethical clarity. That's gotta be smarts. This is probably... charm, maybe? Let's defund the trolley infrastructure. Why do you have a hydrate but not stretch? I guess because I don't have a toggle for stretch. But maybe I should put a stretch option on there. I could certainly probably use it. I will absolutely think about adding that if I remember to do so. Because I probably should, honestly. Oh my, that was our super secret correct answer. It's also the answer that puts an end to this program. I don't know how to feel about this. Wait, how did you win without killing anybody? That seems counterintuitive. Uranus is a winner because they saved everyone in this dilemma and every dilemma that could have been. They are a hero. This is what it takes to be a hero? Humph. Pass. Fuck the haters. It's not often you get to be a hero and win, and get the interdimensional prince fired in one day. Win-win. Over the next few weeks, you meet with city planners, government officials, and trolley operators, dismantling the whole establishment. God knows why you're qualified to do all this, but God knows why this city's public transport relied on killing innocent people in the first place, so whatever. By the end of it, you've made a huge difference. The city papers can't stop singing your praises. Citizens finally freed from horrific, omnipresent threat of being tied to trolley tracks at any moment. Philosopher Society at a loss now that trolleys no longer offer interesting ethical dilemmas to discuss. Interview with a retired trolley operator. I can still hear their screams. You gain +2 smarts for dismantling the trolley establishment, but lose 2 charm. Sounds good. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so we've got our full suite of options again now. We don't need any more creativity at all, forever. Let's gamble. You find some teenagers selling their own fanzines. Aw, so cute. You check them out, and they are awful. As far as you remember, you had better taste when you were their age. To show them how it's done, you make your own zine right in front of them. What a mentor. You leave it on their stand so they can sell it. They don't seem to like you, but that awesome zine you made nets you +6 creativity. What? We got creativity twice in a row, even though it's supposed to be random? I don't need 30 creativity. Why are we so creative? You, April, Omen, and Doug are browsing nerdy t-shirts when you hear the horrible screeching of a streamer looking for attention. Yo, 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 it's Riz in the house. It's your lucky day, fuckwads. I'm gonna give you my credit card, and you can use it to buy whatever you want. Whatever I want? Are you sure? I want so many things. Yup, but the catch is, you'll only have 10 minutes to use it, so be smart about it. I do not understand. Why would you allow 4 strangers to spend your plastic money? Wait, is this a jest? Are you jesting me right now? I'll have you know that I had my last court jester killed with hammers. No, this is a content creator thing. An influencer will give someone their credit card and limited time to use it. But with all the stands and long lines and junk at this con, we'll be lucky if we spend $50, and he'll get to mine our frustration for content. Huh. I never thought I would see charity wielded as an instrument of evil. I am almost impressed. Honestly, getting $50 out of spending 10 minutes is, kind of worth it. Gosh, what should I buy? A figurine? 2 figurines? All the figurines? Where's the figurine stand? I need to find a figurine stand 10 minutes ago. Okay, you've had enough time to prepare. 10 minutes are on the clock. Go, go, go. Ah! No time to lose. How can you use your 10 minutes of unlimited spending time wisely? Buy a horse. People tend to forget that horses are actually kind of expensive. Horses also fucking suck. You know how much effort it takes to maintain a horse? My family, we raised several horses when I was younger, and taking care of horses sucks. Horses are big and they shit a lot. Forget horses. Oh. Post the credit card number online and trust strangers to advise you on what to buy with it. You can always trust internet strangers. Let's get this guy fucked. You post pictures of the streamer's credit card on social media and ask for tips on what to spend it on. Ooh, someone sent us a link to a website where you can buy all sorts of cool stuff. People are so nice online. They've got homemade firearms, totally legit passports, something called Big Al's Mystery Meth? Huh, I didn't know they sold pipe bombs online. Ooh, pipe bomb. So cool. Get me at least 5 of them. Ooh, there's this guy recommending that we buy illegal Peruvian weasels. They look so silly. I need one. How cute. Throw in a couple weasels for me too. I'll call them Sharp and Nibbles. Come on, Omen, don't you want in? They're on sale. The pipe bombs are good enough for me, thank you. You make your purchases just as your 10 minutes run out. Time's up, Chucklefucks. What'd you get? Some pins? Maybe a t-shirt? Freeze. You're under arrest for funding the operations of the infamous illegal weasel trafficking cartel. Ha ha ha. Get fucked, streamer. Not that I'm against streamers. I'm just against streamers who harass people in person. Those are not good streamers. What? But I didn't fund a cartel. I've been here all this time. Ha! A likely story. Your credit card number has been popping up all over the black market. You're coming with us. You have the right to remain silent. Fuck that. I'm never silent. This is bullshit. Does that mean we won't get our weasels? Don't worry, Doug. I can get you one. I know a guy. Aw, thank you. You all watch the streamer get dragged out of the con center, then start talking about names for Doug's new Peruvian weasel. You also gain +2 charm and lose 2 fun. Okay. Now, let's get some more boldness. Walking around the lobby, you see a kid tripping over and scratching his knees. Stupid kids. When will they learn? Still, you take pity on him and try to comfort him. You tell him not to cry, for there are worse things than scratching your knees. Things like war, famine, or that time you forgot your pants at home. Fuck, why did you have to remember that? Now you're crying too. After 15 minutes of bawling your eyes out, you decide to be brave and go on with your life, unlike this stupid wimpy kid. Way to go. You gain +2 boldness. Later, you walk past the con jail, the room where rule breakers go to think about what they've done. You spot some familiar faces among the inmates. I hate you, Omen. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't stolen that plushie and made a big scene. It was the seller who made the scene. I was simply matching his energy. You have nothing to fear, your attorney is here. I'll get you two out of this faster than you can say objection. This is pretty great. Although, I don't know if having Mai's Magatama really makes sense with the judge's bench and also Phoenix's suit. But, hey, he's working it. We're fucked. And speaking as of how we're fucked, we're also in an ad break. So stick around, and we'll be back in a few minutes to complete this zany event. Okay, and we are back. Officer, how long do you intend to keep my clients behind bars? Well, they tried to steal, so I was thinking we'd keep them at least overnight. Overnight? Perhaps we could commute their sentences. Instead of staying overnight in con jail, they could spend 3 years in regular prison. What the fuck, Nico? Don't worry, everyone knows that legally, 1 day of con jail equals 5 years in prison. You're getting the better end of the deal. That's absurd, untrue, and definitely not something anybody knows. Dibs on the top bunk when we get to go to prison. We are not going to prison. If that is a trick to try and get the top bunk first, be assured that I will shank you. Nico might actually be onto something. Surely you can broker a deal with the guards to bail Omen and Liam out of jail, but what? Okay. Commute the sentence by doing community service, but you're not ready to touch grass yet, so what about making it online community service? Could work, could work. Or tell the guards that Omen and Liam can offer valuable insight into catching SpookyCon's biggest criminal, the Cockdoodler. I don't know if we want to help the cops catch the Cockdoodler. I feel like they're performing an important con service. Let's see. Yeah, let's make Omen and Liam do online community service. Ooh, I like that idea. You could manage the police station's social media. Oh, this is going to go amazing. Wait, you work for the police? I did not think that police officers had time to guard convention centers. The chief puts us on jobs like these whenever we're on leave for drug possession. But let's not talk about that. Go on, make some posts and get us more followers. Woohoo! You guys ready to make cops cool again? I'd rather take the 3 years in prison. Your loss. What shall we post first? How about just put a no-good donut in the jail of my belly. Hashtag lol, hashtag cool cops, hashtag brutal. Brutal? Are you sure about that phrasing? Yeah, as in so cool it's brutal? You gotta brush up on your modern lingo, Liam. Why is everyone commenting ACAB on our post, Nico? Wait, why is Omen questioning this? Like, literally, in the first event in this chain, he said all cops are bastards. It means awesome content, absolutely brutal. My turn to post. Attention, citizens. Do not shoot each other or I will have to shoot you. And I promise that I am the better shot. Hashtag ACAB. Well, at least these two seem to be doing more harm than good to the police's reputation. Cool. Let's just pretend that that was your plan all along. The security guards let Omen and Liam out once you show them your hard work. You can only assume they don't know what ACAB means either. You gain +2 charm. Oh, and we lose 2 smarts. Meh. Alright, well... I want more boldness, but we can't get any. I guess we should buff our smarts, then. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems in magical girl fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you actually learn a lot of valuable info about world-building mechanics. You gain +2 smarts from all that knowledge, and from learning so many new dick jokes. Then you, April, and Omen meet up with Liam to watch a panel he wants to see. Have you CC'd Richards? How email chains can boost performance while working with big teams in the video game industry. Get hype? Hey Liam, do you know what would be better than watching this? Ripping my other arm off. Thank you for your input. Why do you invite us to this, unique panel again? Because it's terrible, and watching terrible things to complain about them is an intrinsic part of hipster culture. Oh, am I supposed to complain? Why did you not say so sooner? This panel sucks. I had more fun counting my scabs in an Iron Maiden for 100 years than I am right now. Is that so? If you hate my panel so much, let's see you come up here and do it better. Oh, certainly. Come along, everyone. I think he was being rhetorical. That word cannot stop me because I do not know what it means. Come along. Let's fucking go. Omen drags April on stage. You come too, because you're always down for shenanigans. Welcome to my panel, you pathetic worms. Today we are discussing... what are we discussing again? I wasn't paying attention. Omen is fantastic. I wasn't super sold at them in my first playthrough, but I'm very much warming up to their brand of chaos. Emails. Oh, I do not know what an email is. How about I just beat Liam up for the crowd's entertainment instead? Ugh, I'll save this. Ahem. The history of the email began in 1971 when the first email was sent by Ray Tomlinson. Nah, you know what? Kick his ass, Omen. There must be something other than violence you can do to save this stupid panel. But what? But I want to see Omen kick Liam's ass too. Alright. Reveal secret email sign-offs that will make everyone in the email chain know who's the email boss. Or raise the stakes. Do an escapism act in which you try to escape an email chain while trapped in a water tank. Ooh, that sounds like boldness. We need more boldness. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. I will take a little sippy. Thank you, Plum. Yeah, so we're absolutely going to escape an email chain while in a water tank. Oh. The con organizers agree to bring out some chains, a waterproof laptop, and a 500-gallon tank. It's stunt time. And so it begins. Will Peterson at wahoo.com said, "Can someone share the bullet points from the last meeting?" Bullets, you say? If you had told me this emails thing involved weaponry, I would have started caring a lot sooner. There aren't weapons, but you sure did bring suffocation into this mix. You start trying to wriggle your way out of the email chain. Why are so many people beginning their responses with, "I hope this email finds you well"? They are not finding Uranus well. They are finding them slowly drowning in a water tank. Not for long. You dislocate your shoulder because you heard Houdini did that. Sadly, it does nothing for your email situation, and now your arm hurts. Oof. Will Peterson just CC'd 10 more people into the chain. Uranus is running out of time before they get buried in replies. You can do this, Uranus. Hit him with that "as per my last email." It's time to go scorched earth. You CC everyone and say, "I embezzled all your money and fucked Peterson's wife, and I don't even work here." Then turn off your laptop. Yes! I love crimes and adultery. I admit, it is impressive that they typed all that with one hand chained behind their back. I bet they have a lot of experience doing things with only one hand. What? Nothing. Just commentating on the stunt. Hey, quick question. Is Uranus supposed to still be underwater? Nope. You only said you could get out of an email chain trapped in a water tank, not that you could get out of the water tank. Whoops. Luckily, it only takes your friends about 10 minutes to free you. You probably only lost, like, a couple of brain cells suffocating. You gain +2 boldness for your big stunt, but lose 2 charm. Perfect. Okay, let's see. We don't need any more creativity, so let's go for some fun. There's an auction going on at the community zone. They're auctioning the original notebook from Death Note, starting at 100 monster dollars. You could kill so many people with that notebook. You yell 200 monster dollars. Everybody in this con is broke as fuck, so you get the notebook. To make sure no one steals it, you decide to write your name in it. We don't need brain cells anyway? Yeah, who needs brain cells? Oh shit, you're gonna die. 40 seconds later, nothing happens. Death Note isn't real, dum-dum. You still had +2 fun by playing pretend Death Note. Just found your cat laying on a random blanket? I'm sure your cat is having a great time. Later, you sit down to play Wizards and Wyverns with Liam, Omen, April, and Nico. Good, everyone's here. Thank you all for agreeing to be part of my campaign. Prepare to enter my fantasy realm of Lestradia, which could be the setting of my future novel if this all goes well, but no pressure. I'll set the scene. You're in a tavern, looking for information on a warlock that you've heard is trying to cast a curse on this realm. What do? I think my cunning wizard, Wizzo Cunningham, would cunningly scan the tavern for any shady characters. I rolled a 15 on my perception check. Wizzo spots some shady hooded figures playing dominoes in the corner of the room. They look suspicious, almost as if they know something about... Ooh, Wizzo loves dominoes, and so do I. I join their game. Okay. Are you going to talk to them too? As I was saying... Did you say dominoes? Sorry, I had to check my phone so I wasn't paying attention, but I love dominoes. As do I. I will destroy you all in this game within a game. Liam, what number must my math rock roll so that I may lay the most intimidating domino? Hell if I know. W&W doesn't have any rules on how to play dominoes in a campaign. Which means we can homebrew it ourselves. This is why I love TTRPGs. The only limit is your imagination. Your friends spend the next hour playing dominoes in a W&W campaign. Liam's allowing it, but you can tell he's about to tear his man bun out. Poor guy. Maybe you should do something to get everyone refocused on his campaign. Let's see, roll sleight of hand to start eating the dominoes without your friends noticing. Or, accept that you can't unhook these idiots. Help Liam redesign his whole campaign to be experienced through high-stakes domino matches. It's a win-win. I feel like this is creativity. This one could be boldness. Let's try eating the dominoes, see what happens. You are pure dexterity, pure stealth. Piece by piece, the whole domino set goes down your throat. Your friends are too engrossed in their match to notice until... Well, friends, I think the match is over. I play my double 6 domino. You don't have it. In fact, you all suddenly notice that you're missing almost all of your dominoes. What? Where'd they go? I was about to win. Don't fuck with me, Liam, or I'll be playing dominoes with your teeth next. I mean, gee, I wonder where the dominoes are. This smells sketchy. Liam, do I detect any domino-stealing magic in our midst? No, but with an arcana roll of literally anything, you can sense evil magic rolling off these hooded figures you've been sitting with. Wait, evil magic, you say? Now I recall Liam saying something about an evil warlock. He must be the domino thief. Then we shall vanquish the bastard and reclaim what is rightfully ours. And we'll save the realm. Sure, if there's time. Your friends finally focus up and complete Liam's quest, eventually defeating the warlock. What an adventure. Haha, that was fun, especially the adventuring part. Next time, Liam, you should consider skipping the dominoes and getting straight to the adventure. Oh, shit. Oh. Noted. You saved Liam's campaign, and all it took were some high stealth rolls and imaginary heartburn. You gain +2 fun, though you lose 2 creativity. Domino stealing magic is so useless, it pales in comparison to pizza summoning. That is true. Pizza summoning is a far superior spell. The physical components, though, for the spell can get costly. Oh, time to hang out with Omen again. Okay. We can have a chat. Let's talk about... You know what? Let's talk about the Redemption Arc program. Ugh, the Redemption Arc program. Liam's well-crafted plan to torture me to no end. I'm like 85% sure Liam's intention with the Redemption Arc program isn't torturing you. Maybe, but still. To gather powerful villains and imprison them in menial meetings for us to discuss ethics and why murdering people is not good. Wait, Domino's pizza stealing magic might be better? Maybe so. You know what astonishes me, even more than that though? Revolving doors? Other than that hell-made contraption. It's the fact that, according to my intel, Liam used to be a powerful evil lord that spread terror everywhere back when I was imprisoned. And now he, what? Draws men kissing and yaps constantly about poetry and redemption? Is that what redemption does to someone? No way. I suspect the truth is that he got some severe food poisoning that must have caused brain damage. I am currently investigating that possibility. Tell me your findings. Sure, and listen to this. Even after my continued attempts to murder him, he hasn't tried to imprison me. Instead, he has been taking care of me. He even has me, the one plotting his demise, living with him. All because he insists he wants to be with me as I go through the first steps of my redemption. Join the brain damage, Omen, yes. Something must be very wrong with him. Well, Omen, hearing all that, I'd say something must be very right with him. Humph, nonsense. I'd even say that you, with your unrivaled wits and unparalleled perceptiveness, have been capable of seeing how much he cares for you. Well, I guess he's not that terrible. But if you ever tell him I said that, I will claw your organs out of your body. Heh, duly noted. You two keep talking about the torment that is living with Liam. Apparently, Omen loves his cooking, although she phrases that sentiment quite differently, of course. Alright, we got a success. Before you know it, the con's almost over, and it's time to put the finishing touches on your comic. Bring it home with one last brainstorming session. Okay, a hard truth you really needed to hear today. Liking rainy days doesn't make you special. That is true. You may never know where France is on the map, and that's okay. 1 million cells in your body die every second, and you're doing nothing about it. Or, your hemorrhoids don't make eating your ass more exotic. Gross. So we're not going with that one. Let's see. I think this is probably smarts. Liking rainy days doesn't make you special. Possibly charm? Or no, the hemorrhoids is probably charm, honestly. Rainy days is probably creativity. You may never know where France is on a map, and that's okay. I think that one might be boldness. Let's give it a go. No, that was smarts, okay? Interesting. I wonder what the million brain cells one was then. Alright, what trend is becoming overused in cinema? Long, non-dialogue sequences as a word bait. When they take a well-known intellectual property and twist it. Cute things that are clearly hiding something. Or gun juggling. If I have to watch another movie with gun juggling, so help me. Well, I have a feeling that this has to be boldness. So let's go with gun juggling. Yeah, there we go. Alright, last round. Let's see. Let's go to the jambling. What do we get? At the stands, you find a fanzine vendor. You ask her what her zines are about. They're about you, she replies. You open one of her fanzines. It's full of badly cropped pictures of you. You feel you should be disturbed, but you also feel flattered. You buy a copy. Dang, some of these pics you haven't even seen before. You're bowled over by your own +6 smarts. Afterward, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magic powers. You're daydreaming about her arguing with Liam about it, until you realize she's actually right in front of you, arguing with Liam about it. Dreams do come true. What about half a day? And I shan't even remove the full suit, just the cape. Omen, we've been over this. The answer is no. Come on, I am doing a compromise with you instead of simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the vast growth I've made as a person? I hear you, but I said no. And even if I changed my mind, I doubt the Coven would ever agree to it. I have ways of making them agree. Like, baking them a batch of delicious cookies with practically no poison in them? That is what nice people do to persuade others, right? Well, it's a start. Look, I've got a panel to go to now. We can talk more about this later. Wait, you are not dismissing me outright? Does that mean I have a chance? We'll see. Don't get your hopes up. Too late! Mwahaha! Ah, Rennis, good news! Liam is close to caving in and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One I definitely like to practice is a necromancy ritual I used to cast to raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I had. There I was, conquering kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So how about it? Can you work your magical, non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve? Oof, that's a tall order. But Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. Doug does have a skeleton inside him. Okay. This is your true calling as a shenanigans doer. Convince Omen she has raised an army of reanimated skeletons by pulling off the biggest weekend at Bernie's ever. That is tempting. It's probably fun, though. Or just raise a regular army. Almost everyone is a flesh-covered skeleton anyways. The only thing standing between Omen and a skeleton army will be skinning a lot of people. That feels like it might be smart. Let's do the weekend at Bernie's. Okay, so that was fun. Okay, so I was right about that one. After asking Omen for some time to prepare the spell, you call your favorite shenanigan assistants. Hey Uranus, you said something about needing to borrow a skeleton? I'm kind of attached to this one, but... Nope, not necessary. I've already got 25 skeletons. I just need your help making puppets out of them. Where did you get 25 skeletons? Yeah, good fucking question. Doug, you're asking the wrong questions. Are we talking marionettes or ventriloquist dummies, Uranus? Any and all. You three do necro arts and crafts until Omen returns to the hotel room. Surprise! What? What is all this? It's a skeleton army. Doesn't it tickle your funny bone? Ha 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 ha! I mean, I suppose, but why are they all tied to you three via various strings and pulleys? Did you engineer this strange bone puppet contraption, Uranus? No, we made it. It's our weekend at Bernie's. Nico, you just sat there making skeleton puns the whole time while Uranus and I glued rib cages together. Irrelevant. So what do you say, Omen? Want to take your army to pillage a mall or something? Thanks, but no thanks. In fact, I came to say that after some thought, I've decided to make peace with the fact that I cannot recreate my grimoire spells perfectly anymore. It's okay. A century has passed. It is only natural that times and I have changed. Aw, okay. Can we still show you the funny skeleton dances we practiced while we waited for you to come home? Ah, Doug. It would be an honor to witness it. Aw, that's nice. You, Nico, and Doug animate your skeletons into a dazzling dance routine for Omen's enjoyment. We can't afford to animate it, but let's assume you gain +2 fun witnessing it. Wait. We didn't lose any points. That's new. We've never had an event where we haven't lost points on it. Alright, well, this is Omen, so I suppose we should go for more boldness. You're flaunting your cosplay all over the lobby. Suddenly, you lock eyes with somebody else. Somebody cosplaying your character's arch-nemesis. You both freeze in place, facing each other. Sparks fly between you, the angry kind of sparks. You make your best threatening face, and she leaves. Maybe this was all in your head, and she was just weirded out. Whatever. You gain +2 boldness for facing your worst enemy. Later, you invite Omen to wind down and watch a movie at the hotel. Finally, you two can spend some much-needed one-on-one time together. This is peak cinema and exceptionally relatable. What did you say it was called? Despicable Me. Of course Omen would like that one. Fascinating. You see Omen reach into the popcorn bowl. Now's your chance to not so accidentally brush her fingers and create some romantic tension. Ah, spider! Omen grabs you and tries to crush your fingers. Hot. Once your bones squeak, she realizes she's holding your hand. Stop staring at me with that dumb face. She socks you in the jaw. Hot, but also ow. My apologies. I have cuteness aggression. Aw, are you saying I'm cute? No. Yes? I don't know. Shut the fuck up. She punches you again. One more round of flirting, and you're gonna end up eating your teeth. Still, it's clear that Omen at least kind of likes you. Surely there's something you can do to help her relax and open up to you. Omen can't remove her Iron Maiden, but it sure looks uncomfortable. Offer to get inside and give her a much-needed back rub. She's been imprisoned in an enclosed space for more than a century. Maybe she's into that now. Get buried with her for a night. Let's go for the back rub route. Hey Omen, do you want a back massage? I have not had a massage since I donned this accursed suit, so sure, why not? Sure, why not? The 3 most romantic words in the English language. You shimmy your way between Omen's back and her cape. You're immediately hit with the agonizing pain of dozens of spikes piercing your flesh. But you're also hit with the warm, sensuous curves of Omen's butt, so it pretty much cancels out. That feels nice. That's good to know, because this does not feel nice for you at all. It's like you're being stabbed by 1,000 tiny gnomes with knives. Oh yes, I haven't loosened that muscle in over 100 years. You have a magic touch, Uranus. She relaxes into you, practically melting in your lap. You feel lightheaded from bliss. And you black out. In hindsight, you were probably getting lightheaded from blood loss. When you wake up, you're in a hospital bed. Omen is sitting next to you, watching Despicable Me 4 on your phone. Ah, good, you're awake. I noticed that you fainted while you were giving me that spectacular back rub. At first I was upset that you stopped massaging me, but then I realized you were dying and brought you to the hospital. Aw, she's thinking about us. You are welcome for that. As repayment for saving your life, perhaps you could give me another back rub. It's a deal. You gain +2 charm for giving a great massage, but lose 2 boldness. That's a bummer. But we were low on charms, that's good. Okay. Can't do more boldness. Can't do more charm. We don't really want more creativity. Smarts, I guess let's go for fun. You check out the games going on at the community zone, and you find an area dedicated to retro video games. You start by playing some N64 games. Then you go further back in time to play the original Super Mario, where Mario was a dick. You round out your playing session by playing checkers and the royal game of Ur. Your Mesopotamian gamer skills grant you +2 fun. You're leaving your last activity when Omen steps directly in your path. Uranus! Hi. Is everything okay? Do not interrupt me. As of late, I find myself a bit into you. And sex. Perhaps even both at the same time. Do not let it go to your head. It is a rare day when a glorious overlord such as myself stoops to lay with a pathetic worm like you. Anyway, I am here to make you mine, but I am unsure of the current courtship rituals, and therefore do not know how to proceed. I thought it best to simply ask you directly. What is the typical courting procedure these days? Let's see. Fiction has forever changed courtship. Now you need 5 seasons of will they, won't they, a love triangle, and at least one only one bed situation. Or, the rigors of courtship have been simplified into 4 bases. Kissing, hand stuff, hole stuff, and trauma dumping. You know what? I don't need to go through 5 seasons of will they, won't they. That is just frustrating. Let's go straight to the 4 bases. Really? How efficient! Without warning, Omen yanks you in for a kiss. Your lips slide over her beautiful, steel-cold mouth. Then she's gone, and before you can process what just happened, she punches you in the face. There, kissing and hand stuff in less than a minute. I am crushing you at this. Next thing you know, you're sitting at the edge of a bottomless hole with Omen, tossing in some stuff you no longer need. Farewell, left glove, left arm brace, left shoe. Wait, shit. Oh well. What are you throwing out, Uranus? Your dreams of Omen doing despicable things to your hole tonight, for one. Just old clothes and some potential blackmail material I want buried. Very smart. That means we're on to step 4, right? Trauma dumping? Here is mine. I am still not over Scabby's tavern shutting down. It was a dank, moldy hole of blood, sin, and cheap rum. Gods, I miss it. Huh. I'm surprised you didn't bring up being trapped in an Iron Maiden for centuries. I mean, sure, imprisonment was boring, but Scabby's was legendary. Fair. I also noticed you haven't mentioned losing your hand. I want you to know that I'm here for you if you ever want to talk about it. Who cares about my hand? Damned if I wouldn't lose the other one if that meant they'd reopen that tavern. Anyway, it is your turn for trauma. Go. Well, intimacy requires vulnerability, so you bear the deepest trauma you have, the story that you won't even bring out for truth or dare. Yes, that is quite sad, but if you could have gone to Scabby's tavern, you would know that its closure was sadder. I think I won at trauma. I suspect I won at hand stuff and kissing too. I did not think to throw out blackmail material though, so you were the superior hole stuffer. Maybe we could have a rematch sometime. It's a deal. You and Omen watch the sun sink into the horizon, gaining +2 fun and losing 2 creativity. Works for me, we had so much creativity. Okay, what do we have left? We have smarts and creativity. Surprisingly, our creativity is actually lower. So let's go to the hotel. Finish off our con at the hotel. Since you have some time off, you decide to hone your drawing skills by drawing some fan art. You draw Son Goku, but you give him boobs. What a creative reinterpretation. Then you draw Splash Kaboom with a twist. You add booms and name it Splash Kaboobs. You're on a roll. Finally, you draw Misato from Evangelion. You turn her into a green-skinned biomechanical symbiote and make her blonde. And you also give her a second pair of boobs. You deserve +2 creativity for your successful boob storming. Later, you're having a lovely time playing cards with Omen and Doug in the hotel room. Man, I'm getting hungry. You guys want to order room service? Room what? Room service. You order off a menu and the food gets brought to your room. You can just request food into the ether and have it delivered to your door? I take everything back. This modern era fucks. Get me a bottle of wine, 2 helpings of caviar, and 4 steamed lobsters. Tell them to make the lobsters kill each other in claw-to-claw combat to ensure that I am only served their strongest specimens. You and Doug place the orders, and 30 minutes later, a bellhop arrives. I've got wine, caviar, and lobsters for the undefeatable Omen, and a Caesar salad for Danny. Oh, thanks. This looks delicious. Doug, I know your name is not Danny, and you did not order a Caesar salad. It's fine. I'm not going to make him go all the way back to the kitchen and get me something else. No, you must stand up for yourself. You cannot go through life being a meek, squishy goody-goody to be walked all over. But that's what slimes are best at. Well, I shan't allow it. I am going to bring the bellhop back. When we return, you had better be prepared to demand the correct order or unleash your wrath. Oh no, I'm so bad at confrontation. Can I just hide in the shower until the bellhop leaves? No way, but Doug looks like he might pass out, so you'd better give him some advice on confrontation before the bellhop gets back. Okay, write a script for Doug to follow, write some lines for the bellhop too, just to make absolutely sure this goes according to plan. Or, find a compromise. Doug can keep being hyper-polite, but he must end his statements with, or else, to assert some dominance. I feel like the first one is creativity. The second one might be smarts or boldness. Let's go with the or else and see what happens. Hey, your spooky friend here said you had something to say to me. Yes, you got my order wrong, and I'd really appreciate it if you took this salad back and got me a Wagyu burger instead. Or else. Or else what? Nothing. I'm just not a big fan of salads, so I'd love it if you could get me a burger. Or else. Why do you keep saying or else? No reason. Because if you do not get his order right this time, we will slit your throat. No, we won't. Seriously, it's okay. Mistakes happen. We're only human. We're actually not, though. Ah, yes. Good point. But even still, you wouldn't mind getting me a burger, right? Or else. Behind Doug, Omen holds up a crudely drawn picture of themselves stabbing the bellhop to death. I'm still not sure if I'm supposed to feel threatened, but okay. I'll get you your order, and some pepper spray just in case. Did you see that? I did it. I really did it. I am proud of you, my friend. Now let us return to our game. Or else. Or else what? Guess you'll just have to find out. You gain 2 boldness, excellent, but lose 2 creativity. The last day of the con is here. Who will be your con love? Well, I think it's pretty clear who we've been going for. Omen. Ask Omen to the after party? Yes. Alright. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. This is the, what is it called? Power Pearl Princess. This is the story of 5 friends who must balance everyday life with fighting evil. They are magical girls who channel their powers from the profit from selling their own merch. Hell yeah. Miranda is their leader. She's a powerful warrior with a strong sense of justice, but in her everyday life, she's a clumsy girl just trying her best. So relatable. People will go, she's literally me for real, when they see her most relatable quirk, tax evasion. Masked Dahlia is her love interest. She's a masked vigilante who has loads of sexual tension with Miranda. Little do they know, they already know each other. For behind the mask, she's actually Dahlia, Miranda's neighbor. Masked Dahlia will help the magical girls armed with her iconic magical weapon. Very strong opinions on the meat industry. The Ring Mistress is our main villain, a powerful circus-themed sorceress who's bent on destroying the world. And no magical girl fiction would be complete without an incredibly dark twist. The anime takes place in a fictional world where France doesn't exist. Ring Mistress, I should have known you were the one behind the disappearance of France. Whatever, fuck you. In the name of the profit we made last quarter. I'll punish you. Nah, I just did my nails. There's no way I'm fighting you. Honestly, this feels like it could be a real thing. Today you'll face my most powerful minion, Gaffant, the gun juggler. To be continued. You go looking for Omen to invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first. Oranus, you will never believe it. Liam actually convinced the Coven to let me take off my cape for a few hours. Who would have thought that that tedious fucker would actually be good for something? I don't know who'll miss France, though. I don't know. I know some artists from France that I quite enjoy. And also France gave us baguettes, which are pretty great. This is a joke, Fresfield. Yes. For legal purposes, this is a joke. This should allow me to channel at least some of my power. That's incredible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first? Actually, I have decided not to cast any magic. What? But I thought that was the whole reason you wanted to take the cape off. It was at first, but now I've realized that there are other things I'd rather do without my clothes. I am talking about having sex. With you. Yeah, no, I got that. I'm in. Of course you are! Mwahaha! Oh my. Not gonna lie, that's pretty hot. Considering that they've been out of practice for over 100 years, Omen's surprisingly great in bed. You can't believe that they gave up their chance to magically turn people inside out just to fuck you. Maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought. Or maybe they're just hornier than they are evil. Either way, it's a win! Alright. We made some nice progress there. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place. Entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made, of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there, with us. And with that came a truth that, to this day, we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. The good kind of horny can overcome all evil? Apparently. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid, like the horniness. And it reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with.
Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the... Ooh, we unlocked a new plot line. 2 new plot lines and a new outfit for Omen. Okay, let's take a look at the gallery, see what we've got here. What do we have new? Oh, yeah, we got the sexy Omen. I think that's the only ending that we unlocked there. Teens, we got Power Pearl, Power Princess. Yep. Oh, okay, so I wonder if this guy would have been there no matter what? Or if this panel could change depending on what you chose in that last part. Let's see, we got the houses. What else did we unlock? Oh yeah, the biker bar. Oh, whoops, we missed one there. The hole! That was from the 3rd game. I think that's all those. Oh, we unlocked a whole bunch of standard backgrounds. Cool. Oh, maybe those just weren't a thing before, and that was added in the last update? Because I know there was an update just before I started stream, so maybe that was it. They added that. And then for dates, we have the bistro. Oh, look how adorable that is. Omen just eating pizza and loving it. Alright, what new costumes did we unlock for, Liam? Oh yeah, there's the... I guess just the pajama outfit. And for Nico, we've got the Ace Attorney outfit. And the Cloud outfit, I guess. I think the rest of them we've already got. Oh yeah, there was the Wizard outfit. That's new as well. Then for Omen... I don't remember ever seeing this outfit. 3 Wolf Moon with 2 cans of Monster in a hat? That's a bold statement. Alright, then we do have the pajama outfit, which we did see. And that we're back. Okay. What else did we unlock outfits of? Oh, we unlocked Miranda. I guess because of the comic. And the narrator? Okay. Geez, narrator's ripped. Oh, of course, Interdimensional Prince. Which I think is a reference to, what is it? Ah, I can see the game in my head. Starts with an O. It's the one with that sketchy style, the RPG, and I can't remember it for the life of me. Ah, well, fuck me, right? Alright, anyone else we unlocked? Yeah, it's an RPG with, like, a sketchy style. It was really popular for a while, and I can't for the life of me remember the name of it. There was an Interdimensional Prince that looked like that. It was like Omako or something, or... Omori! That's it! Omori! It's an Omori reference. Ah, glad I remembered that. Okay, cool. We got the Omen on a bench now. Alright, what icons did we unlock here? Oh, yes, we unlocked the El Castillo Carinoso. Or Carinoso? I guess that was how you'd say it. And the Betrayer, Leo the office manager, that hid all of our stats. Oh yeah, wait, so we got the Cunning mascot. And the Horny mascot. Those are some interesting twin tails you got there. The Uppity mascot. Let's see. Miranda. Interdimensional Prince. The Shopkeeper. I'm surprised we didn't unlock that sooner. Let's see. Congoer 3. But if he's one of the bellhops, why is he a congoer? And then Congoer 2. Wasn't she... No, she was the pizza delivery girl. This is blatant lies. Riz has the wrong name? No, he's got the right name there. Still shows Riz. This is someone else. This is the stabbed congoer that we encountered in the first playthrough. Oh, you mean it doesn't fit him? Well, presumably that's what he chose to call himself. That doesn't necessarily mean that it is a good choice. Alright, we've got Doug's aunt and Doug's dad. The game dev, who made the shitty game. Oh, the insufferable kid that we, shoveled off to the, illegal poker players. The mobsters. The narrator. Note and newspaper. Panelist. Okay, yeah, so I do think they added a bunch of the icons and things for the just in-game stuff, like the narrator and the notes and stuff in this last update. Is that... Yep, that's all of them. Okay. Then I guess that is everything. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. There's really nothing else for us to do here, so I hope that you enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow there will be no stream as usual, and then Thursday we're going to be playing Bulb Boy, which is a weird little horror game, I think, that I picked up on the Switch years ago and never played. We should be able to get through the whole thing in one stream, so it should be some, hopefully, fun. I really know nothing about it, so we'll see how that goes. If you haven't joined my Discord server yet, the link is down below the stream. I post all of my announcements there in case things happen to change, as well as my weekly schedules, any new artwork I get. There have been a few pieces recently, and there will be another piece going up tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. You can also suggest things, like if there are any games you want to see me play, any redeems you want to see added, or just anything that you think would make the streams more fun. You can absolutely feel free to drop them over in the Discord. With all of that said, thank you everyone for coming. It's always very much appreciated having you guys here. I really appreciate that you want to spend your time hanging out with me, and I hope that you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on Thursday for Bulb Boy, and I hope you all have a very good night. Rest well.